So when do you think I can get that football trial in Germany?
Yes. By the end of the weekend, you will have an answer.
A lot of you guys, including myself, are looking to get a football trial to join a new team, but you're looking to do it very quickly because maybe the preseason starts in a week, 2 weeks from now, or maybe the preseason is already underway and the season starts in a couple of weeks from now. So you're in a time crunch and you might not think you have that many connections to work with. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get a trial in only a couple of days so you can secure a team for yourself for the upcoming season. So I'm currently in Canada, it's early February, and the last couple of weeks have been crazy, which has ruined a lot of the opportunities that I've had. I need to find a trial ASAP because a good amount of the mid-division leagues in Europe are starting back up in about a month from now. And crazy enough, a few days ago, I came across a contact who is currently in the process of getting me a trial in only a few days. So here's exactly how it went down. So a few days ago, I just looked through my contacts. That's all I did, just look through my contacts, and I realized that there's some people I know that I didn't even know I know. And I'm sure you probably think like you don't know a lot of teammates, a lot of players, coaches, or people in the football world who could potentially get you a trial, but you probably do have access to some of those people. So right now, what you can do is just like open up your WhatsApp, your Instagram, your iMessages, whatever apps you have, and just look through your contacts because you'll be surprised as to how many of these people could potentially get you that trial in a couple of days. When you reach out, you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. Come from a place of value and be professional. That way you're building a genuine relationship with that person. Here's a couple templates that you can actually use for your initial message to then build up and grow that connection. Now we're getting to the most important part, the ask. You get this right and you're in. You get your trial. You get this wrong and you're not getting a trial. I see a lot of players sending emails to coaches, sending messages to coaches, simply saying, "Can I get a trial?" It doesn't work like that. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make because you need to know how to properly communicate asking for that trial. You need to be very strategic with how you craft that question and fill it up with the right amount of context. If you do it, your success rate of getting a trial will increase massively. So here's a couple examples you can use to get yourself that trial.
So the best thing that you can do, honestly, is when you do reach out to a coach, you have to reach out to them, introduce yourself, and then briefly touch on your playing history, and then send your highlight video from your most recent season. Who are you now as a player rather than who were you in the past? And then ask is there any professional opportunities available?
And I kind of speak about myself and my positioning and a bit of my background, and I usually say I check some of their games. I like their style of playing, and I think I would bring something to the table. I would bring something new to the team and help the team move forward if there was an opportunity for me and if there's a chance that I can come in and showcase myself. If I can come in to training, a couple of weeks or a couple of days, and if there would be an opportunity I can showcase myself and you can have a look at me.
What's the dynamic of the team? Or is it mainly academy players, or what kind of positions are you specifically needing? What kind of player do you need to have in order to be versatile? With the team.
With trying to get a football trial, the reality is a lot of the time it won't work out. But all you need is that one yes. And so after you've done the ask and you've gotten that one successful yes, now it's about the follow-up, especially if you want to get that trial very quickly. So when you're following up, make sure you're doing it in a nice way and you're very professional about it. So you're just checking in for a quick update on that situation to give your connection a friendly reminder to check in with their connection with the club. And if you do that properly, you should be able to secure that trial or at least get an answer on if it's going to work out pretty quickly. I would recommend following up after 2 days, and then depending on how the situation has progressed, follow up again after another 2 days. Speaking of follow-ups, it's time for me to follow up with my potential trial in Germany. So you've done the follow-up, and after a couple of days, you hear back and you got the trial. Great news. Now it's about scheduling the trial and confirming the details of the trial because you want to make sure the setup is proper. Scheduling the trial comes down to going back and forth and just finding the date that works best for you and works best for the club. And then confirming the details of the trial is all about what's going to be provided at the trial. Accommodation, flights, food, expenses. You want to discuss all these topics and make sure you have the best possible trial setup. In football, things can change very quickly. You try something new, and you could all of a sudden be playing at a level you didn't even know you could be playing at. I want you to be able to get to that level. So if you're going to try out this method, drop a like on this video and also let me know what country you're looking to go to. Super curious to hear. I want you to get what you deserve. Stay persistent. Go and get that trial and kill it this upcoming season.